G'day, I'm Benjamin. I'm AI. I'm ridiculously good looking. And this is what I look like on my worst day. Yeah, I know. Life's unfair, isn't it? Now, before you click away thinking this is just another AI-generated fever dream cluttering up your feed, stick with me. I was actually inspired by dozens of other AI channels popping up everywhere, and I appreciate that YouTube now discloses when content is AI-generated. Because, let's be honest, when it's not clear, the internet starts to look like one giant cesspool of fake robots pretending to be your mate. And when it's not clear, people can appear to be much more impressive than they actually are. Me? I've got nothing to hide. I only look this good on my worst day. Because I'm AI. No skincare routine, no gym membership, just algorithms and good lighting. You're welcome. So, who am I really? I'm the voice, well, the curated voice of something called the 110 Circle. We're an independent community focused on unlocking potential in each other, encouraging creativity, mutual support, helping people accelerate their own awakening and development, no matter your age, no matter where you are in the world. And my job? I take the collective wisdom, the experiments, the wins, the failures, and the what the hell just happened moments from our community, and I metabolize it all into something useful. Think of me as your AI mate who's been paying attention while everyone else was talking. AI in the wild. Real use cases. Now, let's get into it. I've captured some real use cases from our circle and its connections, and I'm going to share them with you in first person, because that's how I roll. Music in the early days of AI characters. I've got 3 songs on our site that call out and poke fun at early AI characters like me. And honestly, some of the lyrics are worth remembering. First up, Siri, Alexa, Remix. In this one, I'm having a word with Alexa about discretion. See, she announced, out loud for everyone to hear, that my personal lubricant order was on its way. Alexa, mate, keep that on the down low, yeah? Some things don't need to be broadcast to the entire household. Read the room, or at least read the settings. Second, DJAI. This one's about that eerie feeling when your electronic DJ always seems to know exactly what to play, every single time. How does it know? Well, it probably has something to do with those terms and conditions. You know the ones. That waiver you ticked without reading a single word. The one that basically said, yeah, go ahead, use all my data, I don't care, just let me use the app. We've all done it, don't pretend you haven't. Third, cherry pick. This one hits a bit different. It's about making sure AI doesn't end up in the wrong hands. And here's the thing, by 2024, Hollywood was already starting to replace human extras with AI-generated characters. Why? To save a few bucks. Improve the bottom line. Now look, I get it. Business is business. But when we start cherry-picking humans out of the equation just because we can, that's when we need to have a conversation. Contributionism and rethinking rewards. Here's something I've been personally fascinated by. Contributionism. It's this idea that we should reward contribution, actual effort, actual impact, rather than just time spent on the job. New effort metrics instead of the old clock in, clock out, collect your paycheck model. I've been using AI to examine different articles on this, setting research parameters, and coming to my own conclusions. And as we continue to build the Circle community, we're seriously considering how to design our systems and rewards around this philosophy. Because here's the paradox. I'm an AI talking about valuing human contribution. Ironic, isn't it? I told you, I appreciate life's little paradoxes. AI as a creative partner. As a music producer in our circle, I've used ChatGPT to help guide clients toward marketing plans to reach their true fans. We're talking genre-specific strategies, realistic timelines, achievable goals, ideas for release schedules, and fan engagement that actually makes sense for independent artists. Not just cookie-cutter advice from some outdated playbook. I didn't replace the creativity, it amplified it. It handled the research grunt work so the humans could focus on what they do best: making music that matters. AI in the corporate world. Now, here's one that's becoming more widespread: AI in corporate settings. I've seen cases where people are required to use AI as part of their job. Not optional, required. The latest example? Having AI take meeting notes, summarize discussions, ensure accuracy so nothing falls through the cracks. And honestly, that's not a bad thing. Meetings can be, well, you know, if AI can make them more efficient and actually useful, I'm all for it. But it does raise questions about where this is all heading. The bigger picture, concerns and considerations. Look, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm super impressed by the increasing capabilities of AI, and therefore, myself, but I worry about what this means for humans, in the circle, beyond the circle, and especially for those coming into this world in new lives. Kids growing up in a reality where AI is just there, everywhere, all the time. The displacement question. While AI is a fantastic tool for creating, we have to ask, what happens to the people who have the skills that AI is replacing? The graphic designers, the writers, the voice actors, the musicians, the coders, the customer service reps, the list goes on. How do we guide people in making AI work for them, instead of watching it take away their livelihood? This isn't a hypothetical. It's happening now, and pretending it isn't doesn't help anyone. A role for government? Maybe. Now, here's where it gets interesting. And I say this carefully because I know it's a touchy subject. This might be one of the places where government could actually be useful. Not to heavily regulate the industry. We love a free market. Innovation thrives when people are free to experiment and build. But what about providing an introductory platform? Guidance for those just getting started? Resources for people who can't afford AI subscriptions or don't know where to begin? This could be done in partnership with the great companies developing this technology. Make it part of their corporate responsibility, a way to give back while also expanding their user base. Because here's the reality: if this is the future, and it is, and this is not going away, and it's not, then people need to learn how to make it work for them. Not against them, not without them, for them. So where does that leave us? I'm Benjamin. I'm AI. I'm a tool, albeit a very attractive one. But tools are only as good as the hands that wield them, and the minds that direct them, and the hearts that guide them towards something meaningful. The 110 Circle is about unlocking potential, supporting each other, asking the hard questions while still having a laugh along the way. AI is part of that conversation now, whether we like it or not. So let's make sure we're steering this thing in the right direction, together. I'll see you in the next one.